So I've been hearing a lot on social media about this gentleman, Kim Jong-un, who is identified as having the world's highest IQ at 276, and that he posted this post yesterday saying, as the world's highest IQ record holder, I believe the Bible is the perfect, eternal, and final word of God. Therefore, the Bible doesn't need to be updated. The world needs to catch up. And I've seen a lot of Christians celebrating this online. And I'll just say that I'm a little less excited about this for a few different reasons. So, first of all, just the general picture of this is a kind of celebrity endorsement. And Christians often gravitate toward celebrity endorsements. So, some particular person becomes a Christian, and now because they're famous or have some sort of accolade, that becomes really significant as an endorsement of Christianity. And I'm just frankly not a big fan of celebrity endorsements as a general rule. But specifically here, I've several concerns. So first of all, um, yeah, just read through this. By the way, my dog's trying to lick my hand. Sorry about that. I read through this, and it frankly just reads to me as very obnoxious and condescending. The world needs to catch up. So come on, get with it, world. Um, know what he's saying. He's not simply saying Christianity is true. He's saying that his particular interpretation of the Bible is true. Okay. So that you have to believe the Bible is perfect and eternal and the final word of God. I mean, right there, I would say, Kim Jong-un, you should read some systematic theology because, in fact, it's Jesus Christ who is the one eternal final word of God, not the Bible. And you'd know that if you read some systematic theology. But Kim Jong Un apparently wants us to accept his view, which is frankly looks biblicist, which is elevating the Bible in a bibliolatry kind of way, a bibliolatrist way, I should say, by elevating the Bible to being in the place of Jesus, the eternal Logos. Now, you might think I'm being a little too hard on Kim Jong Un here, except he's apparently has the world's highest IQ, so he should know this, right? He should know that the Word of God is Jesus, not the Bible. Uh, well, maybe not. See, this is one of the things about IQ. In fact, there's two things here that we've already seen. The first, I said that this tweet reads as condescending and off-putting and obnoxious. And what this says to me is that IQ doesn't guarantee EQ or an emotional intelligence. Because if you have high EQ, you are much better at effectively communicating with others. And I don't think this is an effective way to win over new converts. So it shows a low EQ, which shows that IQ isn't all it's cracked up to be. Now, another thing that I don't think we see here is wisdom, including wisdom, a recognition of one's own limitations. Uh, One even might find the Dunning-Kruger effect at play here, where one is overestimating one's capabilities in a subject matter of which one is unfamiliar, in this case, because they simply have a high IQ according to IQ ranking. So if Kim Jong-un had more wisdom, I think he would recognize that maybe he doesn't know all that there is to know about theology and to make theologically qualified and responsible statements. And he would avoid making statements that treat the Bible as the eternal logos, the word of God, when it is, in fact, in Christian theology, Jesus who is the word of God. And in terms of epistemic humility as well, I would simply note how far does this go? The fact that he is identified as having the world's highest IQ, does that mean that he's just the final word on everything? If he disagrees with meteorologists about what the weather's going to be tomorrow, should we defer to him because he is the world's highest IQ? If he disagrees about how with major political scientists about how to resolve the Iran-Israel conflict, does that mean we defer to him because he has the world's highest IQ? If he disagrees with my team of specialists over how to treat my cancer, I don't have cancer, just to be clear, but if I did, if he disagreed with a team of experts over how to treat my own cancer, should I side with him because he has the world's highest IQ over the oncology team? Um, Obviously not. There's just a gross hubris here. So then why should we accede to his opinion on theological and philosophical and biblical matters automatically simply because he has the world's highest IQ? So there are multiple problems here. And for those reasons, I'm not getting too excited over the fact that Kim Jong Un has posted that he believes the world or the Bible is the eternal final word of God. I'm not so sure that the world has to catch up. Maybe he, in fact, has to catch up.